So let's talk about the other game on Sunday that I was so happy that ended the way it did. Even though the team that won is in my division, and I don't really like to pull for them. I respect them. Especially the quarterback. I respect him. Respect the wide receiver. I respect everything but the Bengals. It's just we don't, as a Raven fan, we don't want to see them succeed. That's just what it is. There's no hard feelings.
Out of
But the
your control.
Bengals came to Buffalo, and as I watched the pregame on mute, I see the snow coming down. I was like, "Oh yeah, the snow is coming down." And I couldn't understand why it was snowing so heavily at 36 degrees. But hey, oh my God, all weather months. I don't really understand. And yeah, so Joe Burr, I think you post that video or Tickets post that video before the game started? That's
Take this
before the game,
bullshit.
right? All
Yeah.
right, that's before the game. And when I saw that, I was like, "Ooh,
That's what he's saying though. That's
this
what
is gonna
Daniel
be
Jones is not, bro. He
this is good.
swaggy, bro.
This is gonna be interesting." So the Bills, I think they won the toss. They decided to say, "Hey, no, let's see what Jordan could do. Let's see if Jordan is about just snowy weather." Pop, 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 touchdown! Boom! Out the gates. All right. Let's go. We have a chance. We have Josh Allen, the great white hope, like I've always been saying he
The
is
great
the
white oak.
great white hope. And he came down, he didn't score. So then Joe was like, all right, well, I don't know what type of game you thought this was gonna be. But pop, 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 fake screen, over the top, wide open,
Tight
hit
end.
her, touchdown. Boom.
Yep.
14-0. I look over my phone. 14-0. And we continue doing it. Josh Allen is not prepared for his part. So I checked the WhatsApp group. I see a friend, close friend, and Tavares Tiggis said, "Oh, don't worry. Josh Allen's gonna bounce back the second half. He's gonna go down with it. He's not gonna go down with it."
It was actually me who started. I was like, Joe Burrow after the second touchdown. And he's like, second half. And I was like, well, okay.
So I wanted to comment in the moment, but then I also don't want to make a fool of myself to comment, and then he actually does do something in the second half. But I wouldn't put my money on it. So I waited patiently, like Stephen has told me to do with the Dallas Cowboys. Just be patient. It's gonna happen.
Accident waiting to happen.
And then I decided to peep over again about 30 minutes later. 17-7. Okay. Have a chance.
Wax.
Let me tune in for a little bit. Joe Burrow's like, all right, you think this gonna be a game? We score one more time just to let y'all know that this game is over with. And they scored again. And I'm like, all right, yeah. This one's over with. It's just the way the Bills is moving. I think I saw him overthrow Jakes and one play. Now it's like, yeah. Josh is running for his life. Josh is getting hit. That was almost a tuck rule fumble. When he got hit. I was like, oh yeah, this is looking great. And now the fourth quarter came about, and I started to watch a little bit. That's my quarter watch. And I started to see that Josh was like running for his life, or not doing anything. I'm like, oh yeah, now I can comment and say Trash Allen is in the building, right on time. But yeah, man, I don't have much to say about this game. I think this game was actually. This game actually might have been worse than the Giants game, even though I didn't watch it.
No. That was not. That was
this game was horrible, though.
I mean, but on one side of the field, like, bro,
Joe Mixon was running all over these dudes, all over them. Joe Mixon actually, to me, was the MVP of this game. He dominated.
Yeah.
And it feels like I saw him running for first down, bro.
Right.
So yeah, Josh Allen, no touchdowns, no passing touchdowns, one rushing touchdown. And man, and they got their best they got their players back. Their defense got their players back. So except Von Miller, but hey, Vaughn's old. Carry on, man. I don't want to talk about these Bills. I don't like them. I don't like Josh.
Well, as you know, I picked Snowbird to win from the jump. And just to touch on that, Snowborough, bro, they need indoor stadiums, bro. This is ridiculous.
Oh my god,
this is just
bro.
stupid. Okay, that these dudes
Stupid.
play in these conditions.
This is entertaining,
Anyway,
bro.
that's just my 2 cents. That it makes no sense. But back to the game. So another good another point to note: Joe Burrow, 242 yards. Shout out to City. But as I told you, bro, you know, I picked them to win from the jump, and you know this had a part to do with trending teams. So you know the Bills been trending down, and the Bengals have been trending up. I feel like Miami, they showed a very striking vulnerability in the Bills. Is that if you run the ball, they get all discombobulated. And also, I think the NFL, the way they handled the DeMar Hamlin situation, it really pissed the Bengals off. And they had a chip on their shoulder. And I think they had felt like they were supposed to beat them in that game. They was up. They came down, just as you said, just like this game. First drive, bam, bam, bam. Points on the board. It was looking scary for the Bills. And then, you know, you had that unfortunate incident and game was canceled. And then the NFL neutral site, they were selling games for the Bills Chiefs, and you know, dudes, they felt some type of way, bro. But yeah, but Josh, he had a bad game, look. You know, I still think Josh is a good quarterback, but Joe Burr is a better quarterback. And you know, as I told you, bro, this is my guy from preseason. So took the machine a little while to warm up. But now, bro, this is a well-oiled machine, bro. They moving, they churning. So, Joe Burr, next week is a big game. But, you know, as we about to talk about, I think he have the perfect situation to help his team propel themselves to another Super Bowl. Unfortunate situation for the team they about to play. But, yeah, Doug, as I say, you know, Josh, them, they just been trending down, Doug. That Miami game, as I told you, wasn't as easy as everybody thought it was going to be. And I feel like that really exposed that British team wasn't, you know, they wasn't where they needed to be. So I feel for them.
I
You
don't.
know, hopefully they all intact for next season. I seen Josh and Stephon Diggs was taking some shots at his quarterback on the field, and Eli Apple been ripping them a new one for the last like 2 days on Twitter. So you know, I think them boys they definitely feeling it. So hopefully the off season, you know, bring them back. But Josh, he need to get over that hump. You know, he's that guy, but he need to get to the Super Bowl. He need to get to the Super Bowl.
See that guy.
I mean, but yeah, there's some other guys that you all say is that guy who done just as much as him, except for he just ain't win an MVP yet.
Like who? My guy is MVP and All Pro.
Anyway, yeah, but
Exactly.
tough game for them boys at home in the snow. You know, I thought that would give them at least a home field advantage, but you know, they say, but new nickname. It was Joe Burrow last week. It's Snowborough. This is Joe Burrow last year. Snowborough this year. So they can't fail.